You're watching the 2014 SCAC Volleyball Media Days, and joining us today from Sherman, Texas is head coach Ed Garza and junior defensive specialist Alyssa Pruett of the Austin College Roos. And first of all, we want to thank you both so much for joining us and discussing the upcoming 2014 season.
Well, thank you for having us.
Coach, we'll start with you and simply just ask, what are your expectations going into 2014?
Well, this year we're going to be a pretty young team, and of course we've set our goals already, and we want to compete in the conference. Our conference is very tough, and we know that coming in. All these kids coming in already know that. They've had a lot of information about how strong the other teams are, and then what we have to do to be successful in this program and in this conference.
What have you seen with it being such a young team? What have you seen so far throughout the preseason that you've liked as you get ready to open up here soon?
One of the things that I like about this team that and other teams I haven't seen in the past is the way they're growing together. Their learning curve is so much quicker. We ask them to do something, they do it really well. They're responding to our needs and our requests, and they're just a group of girls that just listen a lot more than some of the teams have had in the past. Maybe because they're younger, they're hungry for more information and experience quickly. So that's one of the things that I really enjoyed working with this group. It's just been, I could say it's been a very fun pre-camp, which is very unusual for me.
Alyssa, share with me just the excitement level and the energy level in the gym as you start a new season and get ready to open up this weekend.
The level of excitement is very high. We have a lot of new freshmen coming in with tons of energy, so it makes all the upperclassmen very excited. And this weekend we're ready to go out there and show them that even though we're a young team, that we can compete with everyone else. Coach,
again, as we've mentioned, this is a young team. There are no seniors on the roster. So how important will juniors such as Alyssa be to this team, and how vital will they be to the team's success?
Well, the four juniors I have returning, all of them have had court experience, and that's a good thing. Most of them have played for a year or two already. So their leadership will be, there's certain things I can't do on the court that these young ladies will have to do. And, I've already kind of mentioned to a couple of them what I expect. And every year the team leadership is so different. I'm very pleased with this year's team leadership and how they step up and do things. I'll say stuff in practice, and then they give their comments to the young ladies, and they've been very positive role models, and they just understand that what is needed, they're doing it correctly. So I'm very excited about that.
Alyssa, hearing that as a junior on this team, how important is it for you to be a leader on this team and to emerge as that leader on this team?
It is very important, and just having such a young team, you have to step up and be the leader that Garza expects us to be, and also the team needs you to be. So you have to go out there with a positive attitude and go out there with excitement level to show them that we can do this as a team.
Coach, take me through some of your returners and the roles they're going to play this season in 2014.
Well, I'll start with the two sophomores. I have two sophomores that played quite a bit last year. Presley Watson, she started about 2/3 into the season, and she developed into a great medal for us, and we're expecting a lot of things from her. She looks pretty good in the pre-camp. She's done some really good stuff. We've been pushing her pretty hard because we do expect a lot from her. The other was Madison Lee. She was an outside hitter who played all season long, and she's very healthy, strong this year. So we're looking for good things from her. She's one of the leaders that we expect a lot. She's very vocal on the court, and that's been a plus for us this fall camp. And so we're excited about those two individuals. We do have a couple other sophomores, and they will play minor roles this year. Hopefully they'll step up and push a little bit more. With the junior class, I have four juniors returning, and I'm pretty excited about our returning libero, Rachel Fussman. She's done a really good job. She's also healthy, and that's another plus. And she's a very quiet person, and that's where sometimes quiet. She does her job really well, but we need a little bit more vocal, and this is where this young lady as a DS has come through for us. And she's very outspoken, which is very good in a very positive way on the court and off the court, and that's what we need from her. We also have another young lady that played middle for us last year, and we've moved her to the outside position, which is not really kind of new for her, but it is kind of new for us. We're experimenting with that, and it's worked out really well for us. and we're really excited about doing that. And then her name's Reagan, sorry. And then we have one more kid that played. Reagan, actually, let me go back to Reagan. She played 2 years for us now. She's played in the middle, and we moved her to the outside, and it's a perfect role for her because that's what she really should be, a better player in the long run for us. And then the last one's Allison Hicks, and she was she played some her freshman year, not as quite as much. Then her sophomore year, she played about 2/3 of the season, so she's gotten a lot of experience, and she's come back and is in better physical shape, and we're very excited about that. So there's just some good things coming from the upperclassmen because the freshmen are really, really pretty solid, and that's why when you have 12 freshmen, which of course is my biggest class ever here, I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm kind of happy I did it. But, they're just good kids all around. They're pushing everybody. You say when you look at your upperclassmen, when you're a junior and you have 2 other kids playing, trying to vie for your position, it makes a big, big difference. So I'm excited about that.
Alyssa, I'll come back to you. Just share with me some of the goals and expectations the team has set for itself in 2014, and maybe some goals and expectations you've set for yourself.
Okay, one of the goals we had as a team was to make it to the NCAA tournament. I guess that's probably everyone's goal in the conference, but we would also really want to compete with everyone in the conference that maybe in previous years that we haven't been competing as well with. And some goals that I've set for myself is being a positive leader for the team, showing them the way. And for myself, I would like to be the leading my team in aces as well, maybe in the conference, or getting multiple digs per set, and it just depends on who we're playing against and what my goals will be for that match as well.
Coach, I'll come back to you. We've talked about the newcomers. You don't have to go through all of them because obviously 12 is quite a number. But just tell me what you've seen from them throughout the preseason and maybe what you're expecting from them as you go into 2014.
I can probably guarantee that we'll probably have 3 freshmen starting on the court pretty much throughout the season. So those 3 in particular, we're going to have setter. My setter position is going to be a freshman. One of the middles is going to be a freshman. And one of the right sides will probably be a freshman. So we have a lot of positions that are going to be up for grabs. And so some of these kids already stepped up and they're doing the right things. When you look at my number 11th, 12th player, they're a lot stronger than some of the players in the past that were almost on my team in the past. It started for us. So I'm pretty excited about that. They have so much depth and they just push really hard, and that's what we like to see. Competition makes you better, and this team has a great chemistry. That's something that I can't say every team has had. I've had some really good teams in the past, and they're just good kids, but this whole team in general has chemistry that works really well right now. And it's early in the year, but you can always tell when there's going to be roadblocks or speed bumps, and this team, will hit a couple of them in the future, but they won't be as tough as I've had in the past to deal with.
We'll get you both out on this final question. Alyssa, we'll start with you. For the Roos to reach its goals and expectations in 2014, what will be some of the keys to success?
I think some of the keys to success would be energy level. Since we have such a young team, energy is going to be a very key point. Not getting down on ourselves about being young and maybe not reaching some of the goals that we have, just pushing through. And I think those 2 things will lead us to a very good season.
Coach Garza, I'll ask you the same question. What will be some of the keys to success for Austin College in 2014?
We're going to have to grow pretty quickly and not let things bother us when they come up. And I think that's going to be one of the keys to our success because we do have all the tools. We just got to figure out how to put them together. When it goes up against Trinity, Southwestern, Colorado, Texas Lutheran, and University of Dallas, and Shrine, all those schools are all good. And Seminary, they're all just good. Volleyball, we had that conference that's very good in volleyball. But we just have to grow up quickly and enjoy the ride.
You have been watching SCAC Volleyball Media Days with head coach Ed Garza and junior defensive specialist Alyssa Pruett of the Austin College Roos. And again, we want to thank you so much for taking the time out and joining us today. And we wish you good luck in 2014.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.